Hello, I'm Executive Chef Joseph Schutza. Welcome to our kitchen. Today I'd like to share with you one of my many recipes and procedures for preparing braised quail. This recipe is very easy. It's going to cook a lot quicker than other poultries, and it has a lot of flavor. I chose quail because the fact is I had it in the freezer and I'm trying to use it up, but this dish will work for any poultry that you decide. Chicken, Cornish hen, duck, turkey, goose, whatever. Just keep in mind that the size of the bird will also mean that there's a longer cooking time. So join me now as I show you how I prepare this very flavorful, easy dish. Well, over medium-high heat, let's go ahead and begin to melt butter and add some oil to it. The oil is going to help dummy down the burning of the milk solids, and it helps just allow you to get the butter a little higher temperature before it decides to burn. Now, let's go ahead and dredge our quail in some flour. Now that we have our oil and butter up to temp, let's go ahead and take our quail, take a piece of it and shake off the excess flour, and gently lay it in your pan. We're going to go ahead and repeat that with all the pieces of quail, and we're going to go ahead and sear this until a nice golden brown. Now we're going to add our garlic and shallots. Go ahead and let's move it a little bit so it's not sticking. Let's add chicken stock. And lemon juice and white wine. As you see, it's already at a simmer. Let's go ahead and turn the temperature down to medium low. Let's go ahead and add a little salt. Now I like to add something spicy right about now. Whether you have just a regular red chili flake or dried chilies or whatever, go ahead and add them now. I am using a dried bird's eye chili in my grinder. Just add a little bite to it, that's all. Not looking to make it spicy. However, if you want spicy, feel free to add as much as you like. So what we're gonna do is allow this to come up to a simmer again, reduce the heat to low, and we're gonna cover it with a cartouche. Now that our braising liquid is coming up to a simmer, let's make a cartouche. A cartouche is a paper lid used in French cooking. Take a piece of parchment, fold it in half widthwise now. Where your corner is, keep folding it. So we'll keep rolling it, kind of like when you're making a paper airplane. Again, to the corner, roll it up, one more time. Then you take your point of it, kind of put it to the center. Your kitchen shears, you know where the end is. Snip it, and then I snip the center so there's a little hole there. We will then unfold it, and voila. So now we will press this down onto our braising liquid. Now turn the temperature down a little bit. We don't want to lose the simmer, but we don't want it to be a rapid boil. And we're going to allow this to braise for about 20 minutes. Well, now that we've been braising for about 15 minutes, let's go ahead and remove our cartouche. Careful as the steam may get you. So you can see the sauce has reduced a little and thickened up. Now at this time, we're gonna We're gonna remove the quail. I'm gonna go ahead and set these off to the side. Now, let's strain our sauce into a smaller pot. We're now gonna bring this to a simmer, and what we wanna do is begin to reduce it. Now it is simmered and reduced about 20%. Let's go ahead and add a touch of cream. We're gonna allow this to continue to simmer until we reduce it to 50%. Well, now that the sauce is reduced for a while, let's go ahead and add a piece of butter, and then take an immersion blender on low speed. Don't puree the butter. We're gonna go off to the side, and we're gonna go nice and slow. As the butter is melting, it's gonna incorporate into the sauce. All right, now that we got our sauce emulsified, let's go ahead, wipe up any mess you may have. Let's send our saucepan back to the heat. And now let's lay our quail back into the pan. Let's add our sauce back to the pan. And we're gonna allow this to come back to a simmer over medium heat. Well, here we are after about 5 minutes of simmering and reducing. Gonna go ahead and baste it a little bit, you know, just to keep some moisture on it. Don't want it drying out. And at this point, I'm checking the nappe on the sauce. Kind of have a medium nappe, that's not bad. I like that thickness there. If you want to, you feel free to reduce it more to get a thicker nappe. And nappe refers to the covering of the liquid on the back of the spoon. It's a trick to learn, or to see and test how the viscosity is of it. So this is where I'm happy at it. We're gonna now give it a taste. And I'm gonna add a touch of salt. I'm now gonna add our tarragon. Give it one last stir, and we are ready for service. Well, there you have braised quail. Very simple. This dish can be done many ways. You could braise it with tomatoes, onions, olives, artichokes, capers, you know, do something Greek or even partly Italian like a cacciatore, hunter style. Could even do it in red wine, kind of more like a coq au vin. This I chose to do because the summertime, it feels lighter and refreshing with the dry white wine, and the lemon juice helps make it pop. Also, the sauce that we made in the pan is loosely a beurre blanc. Not exactly how you make one. I will have a video out on how to make beurre blanc, traditional way. Well, I hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Give it a shot. Feel free to substitute with Cornish hen or even chicken, whatever. It's all good. I really like the quail because it reminds me a lot of duck. The smell of it even has kind of that little bit of a gaminess to it. And you know, and it's a darker meat, not just like a chicken. So I really enjoy the quail. Only problem with this, they're very small. You gotta eat like 20 of them to get full. So, thanks for joining. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think about it. You had fun.